SIP, good evening, audio video test. Thank you. Thank you, SIP. Alak, we are on to a beautiful Tuesday with the topic of Sat Chit Anand. That's the topic. Tuesdays are days in which we are trying to focus on happiness, because if there's no happiness, then what is life? What is there's no enlightenment without happiness. There's no happiness without enlightenment. Both are very much uh, part of this journey called life. And with that, let us get on to Satchit Anand. Sip Aham, Sip Alak Anand and Anil, Sip Ashwin, Atman Revati, Bliko and Bliss, Sip Chidanand, Das, Dasi Buddh, Sip Gigi, Sip Govind, Sip Harshal, Krishna and Lakshmi, Sip Manoj, Paratima and Peter, Sip uh, Raghvendra, Rajanand, Rajesh, Rashmi, Sip Rumataji, Rutanu, Sachiv, Samatma, Sip Siba, Siji, Jyoti, Sonal, Sip Siri, Sita, Siva, Sophia, Sip Soham, Sip Aham Brahma. So, my dear friends, so this is the most interesting thing. Sat Chit Anand. Sat Chit Anand means eternal happiness. How can you just go beyond not just pleasure? A pleasure will come and pleasure will go. Who doesn't enjoy pleasure? Pleasure is okay. But what is Sat Chit Anand? Actually, it is made up of three words: Sat, Chit, and Anand. And people who are struggling to be happy, if they learn the meaning of Sat Chit Anand, oh, it's too beautiful. It is too beautiful. It is a state of pleasure, peace, purpose. It's a very beautiful state. So that is our topic of today's discussion. So would you like to ask me questions on it? Would you like to tell me what it is? Would you like to add it? Very interestingly, from next month, I don't know if you all know, Govind is in the call today. So Govind has invited me to Hong Kong to give a talk to 50 to 70 people in Hong Kong. So Govind is starting one of the first happiness seminars, and that's in Hong Kong. Then in February, there's a World Happiness Congress in Mumbai. So we are doing that. Then in March, there's United Nations. This is triggered by our dear Mini Air. Mini Air has worked on this, and she has created an opportunity where we are going to go to Costa Rica. Costa Rica is in near Central America, so south of Miami. And we are going to be talking in the United Nations University. It's called the Peace University. So that's why Tuesdays we have made it on Zoom happiness. Because what is enlightenment if there is no happiness? And what is happiness, as I told you, if there is no true awakening? How can you be happy? You can't be really happy. But we don't tell this to the people who are wanting happiness. Then they start thinking, no, no, don't talk spirituality. No, we are not talking spirituality. We are talking simple things like 3P. So therefore, the whole idea of happy air. So how you become happy. So my dear friends, let's start. Happy air. So who is wanting to tell me something on Satchidanand? Who will tell me and who will ask me? So we'll kickstart the discussion on Satchit Anand. If you don't understand the meaning, I will tell you. If you understand what is Satchit Anand, what is the meaning of Sat, what is the Chit of Sat, and what is the Anand? How is it different from your normal happiness? So I'm having my water till you decide to start speaking, and then you won't let me go at 8:55, and you will keep on pushing, and then in the end we cannot complete. So रूमाता जी बताइए क्या है सच्चिदानंद, बोलेंगे पूछेंगे?
Pranam Guruji,
प्रणाम,
Shivoham.
शिवोहम.
Guruji, it is a state where we are in consciousness and truth shines, and we are one with, and we are in divine Ananda.
तो what
So,
is what is the reason? Why should you be in divine आनंदा? कहाँ से आया वो आनंदा? Why should there be आनंदा?
because we want eternal mm, um, What I can say, we don't want momentary pleasure. We want permanent.
तो कैसे होगा?
जब हम
How how
अ,
how it
जब
will
हम
happen?
कॉन्शियसनेस में होंगे और प्रभु से जुड़े होंगे, when we are one with Sip, and that is the condition when we are silent, peaceful, and we are in consciousness and truth shines.
You are talking about another level. In fact, I think we will talk of that level next Tuesday, maybe, or the Tuesday after that. I'm going to talk on nirvana. What you're talking of nirvana. Nirvana is you becoming one with the Supreme. But even that, Nirvana is a different thing. Today we are talking of Satya Chitta Anand. So I want to understand from all of you what you understand. So Mrumataji, put your thoughts together. I have Govind. Yes, Govind. What is Sat Chit Anand? And Krishna, what is this magic? Why should we have Sat Chit Anand? Why should what for happiness? What is the connection? What is Sat Chit? Damn it, got to do with Ananda? Ananda, people can just keep on dancing and saying, I'm happy, going to disco and going to even going to the temple and dancing Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare, and be happy. What is Sat Chit Anand? Govind, is Govind there? Yes,
Yeah,
Govind.
hi Air. So my understanding of Satchit Ananda, you can achieve that is first when you block your mind,
Mhm.
when you're in a state of intellect and you realize that you are not this body, you're not this mind, you are that one which is witnessing everything, you are that consciousness. And when you are in that state of consciousness, you are in a state of eternal bliss. Nothing matters. Everything is like a cosmic illusion. The only reality is that you are part of the Brahman.
Beautiful.
That
You're
that's when you are in state of bliss, and that is Satchit Ananda. This is my understanding.
actually, as if you are also your understanding is correct. But like Rumataji went full up to Nirvana, you've gone even above. Satchit Anand, what you said at the beginning is absolutely right. Satchit Anand means you eliminate the mind. So when you eliminate the mind, Govind, you go from mind to consciousness. You go to Chit.
Correct.
Now, what happens in Chit, Govind? When you are in consciousness and the intellect is active and the mind is no more, immediately your ego is enlightened. Your ego is awakened.
Correct.
You realize I'm not what am I trying to why am I trying to be so petty, why am I trying to what is going to ultimately matter. You reach what is called sat. Now, Satya can be, Satya is the ocean, including the fact what you said and what Rumataji said, becoming one with Sip or becoming. But the first level of Satchit Anand is very simple. The first level of Satchit Anand is that nothing matters. The
Correct.
first level is this world is just a show. It's a drama. It's a Leela. It's a Maya. So this begins our experience of Sat Chit. When there is Sat Chit, Sat Chit, Sat Chit, this gives Ananda. What Ananda? Nothing matters. What matters is today. Did I have a good day today? Today was life. We don't know tomorrow life is going to be there.
Correct.
And I know you know last 2 days back, the guy who played the keyboard in the retreat, he just passed away.
Oh wow! Suddenly like
He
this?
just fell, he fell down
How's it
into a
possible? How's it possible? And
52 years old. 52 years.
it's happened here in Hong Kong. Somebody 57 years old has just passed away. He went for his wedding anniversary, for a holiday with his wife, came back, had dinner, and perfectly healthy.
So this is what. So Sat Chit Anand is realizing that we are enjoying this drama. And if we can be in this consciousness called Chit of Sat, the truth. Therefore, now I'm revealing the meaning. This is called truth, consciousness, bliss. Sat Chit Anand means truth, consciousness is equal to bliss. Got it
So,
going?
Ed, yeah. So, Ed, this would also mean that when one realizes Tattvamasi, I am that, I am
Yeah.
not this. That's
That's the
when you
highest. That's the highest.
correct.
So you don't know, for example, you cannot tell everybody the meaning of Tattvamasi. Like it took you some time to digest it.
Yes. Correct.
But Satchitanand can start even at small steps. Satchitanand can start with just realizing that after all, nothing is mine. Like a car. You hire a car, you're driving a Mercedes, you're driving a Ferrari, but it's not yours. You have to give it back after 2 days.
Correct. Yeah, it's
But
like an illusion.
yeah, but even the real Ferrari that you buy, ultimately you're going to leave it
Yes.
behind.
Yes, absolutely.
So when we get into that basic truth, what I call Sat Chit or truth consciousness, that starts giving us Ananda. That's what today we are talking about.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank,
So, and
thank
of
you.
course, what you said is correct. What Rumataji said, when we climb Satchit, we keep on going up, we keep on going up, we reach Nirvana. So we'll talk Nirvana some other next Tuesday or after that. Thank you, Govind. Krishna. So as I told you, Govind has been the first trigger to do a happiness seminar in Hong Kong. So Govind is arranging, I'm going to Hong Kong and Govind is arranging a happiness seminar with all his people in Hong Kong at the Shangri-La. So that's, and I told you, that's happening in Hong Kong, then in Mumbai, then in Costa Rica. So the happiness journey has started. Krishna.
Yes, sir, Krishnoham.
Krishna.
Sir, I have nothing much to add here because I thought Sat is equal to truth, Chit is equal to consciousness, and Ananda is bliss, as you said, the bliss of truth consciousness. But हम लोग को enlightened होना चाहिए in that Sat. Only then we'll be in the consciousness of the truth. And मुझे लगा Sat, that truth in which you get a permanent Ananda or eternal Ananda is that unchanging truth. When I live as Sat.
Correct.
Otherwise, Sat becomes AFA, maybe. And then,
Correct.
when you are completely locked in consciousness, when your intellect is in command, you live as Sip, live as soul, live as Sip, then you become, then you are always in that state of eternal happiness, as you say, everlasting peace, love, and bliss. When you live as that, now it is just awakening, and we are trying to move to that step. But when this happiness talk, that is only when you have a purpose, when we are moving from pleasure to peace to purpose, only then the Satchit Ananda happens. But मुझे आपसे एक question, this is my ignorance, but मुझे लगता है कि now आपने हमको इतना आगे, at least you have, handled us to move forward and advanced, that nothing in the world should disturb us. We don't want anything in the world. So doesn't this happiness whole exercise diluting the whole matter? मुझे हमेशा मन में आ जाता है.
Kya dilute? Explain to me. First of all, before you forget, I'm just the happiness journey. We are talking of two levels. The beginning starts with Satchidanand, and then we are saying next week we'll talk of Nirvana. So I will explain Nirvana later, but you are saying something else now. That was just the first initial point. So what is the dilute? You're saying what is diluting?
Diluting means हम लोग happiness what you call the enlightenment journey के लिए लेके आने के लिए है. But if you are just spreading happiness, ये तो बहुत लोग कर रहा है ना. It is more like a motivational talk.
No. Then you've not seen me talking on happiness. You know what we were doing? We were only giving balls. I've stopped giving balls. Giving balls is just a primary, just a like nursery class. So now we are trying to teach people. And today I was on the way to Visakhapatnam. I met a man from USA, which someplace in USA. He's from a Telugu guy from. So he just heard me recording a status. I think the status will come tomorrow. I took a status of how beer is. God made beer to make us happy. It was in the airport. So I took a status. He saw me taking the status and then started talking. My point is, we are talking about the 3P happiness secret. We are talking of going from pleasure to peace and purpose. When you reach that state of purpose, when you start getting to that state of purpose, what you just know beautifully called AFA, it's not EFE, but even AFA, you start experiencing Satchit Anand. Satchit Anand is not easy. Oh, people are afraid of tonight. People are afraid क्या होगा, मैं ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. People have fear, people have stress, people have worry, people are watching the news and getting paranoid. So people can't, they just can't be peaceful. So what we are doing, we are not, we are, I am not becoming Kapil Sharma. Just to tell you, I am not here to ha ha he he hoo hoo. No, 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 no. We are very clear. We are talking of eternal happiness. What is this guy? I told him today. I asked him. He asked me, "What do you mean? I didn't. You were talking of three P's. Explain to me the three P's." It made such a profound impact on him. He said, "We're all. I am only living with PP, with pleasure, maximum peace. I never knew the meaning of purpose." So Krishna, there's no dilution. The ultimate end of our work is Zoom call. If through happiness, if people don't come to Zoom call, then we better throw the happiness away. What we are thinking, that more and more people will go in quest of eternal happiness. सबको चाहिए. Everybody in this world. I'm going to speak in Costa Rica. What am I speaking in Costa Rica? I'm speaking on eternal happiness. I'm speaking as Air Atma and Ravi as the spiritual. In fact, my main topic will be based on the spiritual truth of happiness. So there's no diluting, just making it clear. If there's a specific area where you feel we're diluting, bring it to my attention. Or you're
I will.
thinking that fun only the
Yeah, I
happy air,
have. I
that
have.
happy air is losing the seriousness of Air Atma and Ravi.
Yeah, I will.
So yeah,
I have message.
you message me. We are going to be very cautious of not becoming a joker. We are not here to be a joker to create people. We want हमारा आनंद है. लेकिन one thing I must tell you, ये आनंद में we don't want people to stop enjoying the little pleasures. You play with that little rabbit, you fly a kite. You don't have to leave the little pleasures of life. You enjoy the pleasure, little pleasure, but you get the ultimate treasure. That all three P's are required. Then you experience Satchit Anand. In Satchit Anand, if you become serious, हाँ मैं सच्चित
So
आनंद
that
में
is
हूँ.
that is where I have a doubt, because when you say the bliss of truth consciousness, it doesn't have pleasure. It is not objective. It is that inner awakening. No, so it is that inner anand, right? So again and again you are talking about the small little rabbit pleasure. वो तो अलग है ना.
कौन है
वो
rabbit?
no, just now you said छोटे छोटे pleasure भी वो तो automatically हो जाता है. But what Satyachit Anand for me is the treasure which comes from within. उसके लिए कोई pleasure की जरूरत नहीं है. That
किसने
is
बोला प्रेशर की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन प्रेशर प्रसादम के लिए आ जाता है. अगर अगर
uh,
कोई लड्डू, कोई तो somebody give you a good laddu, don't say no no no, I am Satchit Anand, yeah, I am
नहीं
enlightened, I
नहीं
don't
ना.
want your laddu.
Okay.
You should not become a, what do you call this, what do you call a person who doesn't
No,
want to
sir.
be happy?
So what you are saying is, I completely understand the word Rasik Vairagi. You have to be Rasik Vairagi. You have to enjoy. But now there is a dividing line, which is, you know, I don't know how to say it, because if there is happiness, there will be unhappiness also.
No, that means you're not reached PPP.
I'm
I
not.
told you, yeah, so I told last week, I told you, you must drop pleasure. You must start with peace, purpose, and
We are saying
prasadam.
two different things, no, sir.
Obviously, we'll teach a child A, B, C, D. The same university student doesn't have to understand. We are not going to teach the university A, B, C, D. Please be very clear. For happy air, pleasure, peace, and purpose. For air, Atma and Ravi, peace, purpose, prasadam. It is a journey. Be very clear, but you should not eliminate the beautiful pleasures which SIP has made. SIP has made a beautiful sunset. Enjoy it. SIP has made oranges. Eat a nice orange. Don't run behind. Don't go to California to bring oranges. But if somebody gives Alfonso mango to you, why should you not eat? Enjoy karo. Prabhu ne prasad diya. But focus has to be on peace and purpose. Therefore, today's topic is very important. Therefore, what is the Satchit Anand? How does Satchit Anand start? And Govind started very well. Govind said, what you need to do, you need to eliminate the mind. If you don't mind, if suppose you're overthinking, going on thinking, overthinking. You can't have Satchit Anand. Where's the question of Satchit Anand? Enjoy, be in आनंद आनंद आनंदा, सच्चित आनंदा, सत्य के चित्त में रहना हमें, मिथ्य को दूर हमें करना, सत्य के चित्त में रहना है। बी इन दिस रियलिटी that sip is everywhere, sip is everything. Enjoy this moment, enjoy, be happy, be very, very happy, but peace without the mind, with the enlightened ego. All this is a combination of the journey. But think about it. I know you still have your mind is still running with some thoughts. Come back. Harendra, Gurpreet, Siva, Ashwin, Sridhar. Yes. What do you
राधे
call
राधे
it?
गुरु जी।
You want to be happy. Yes. Radhe Radhe.
गुरु जी, आपकी स्थिति में आने के लिए कौन सी साधना करनी पड़ेगी गुरु जी?
प्रभु से प्यार करो।
अच्छा।
प्रभु से इतना प्यार करो। तो मैं प्रभु के लिए क्या गा रहा था? मैं प्रभु को गा रहा था, है ये आस्था मुकम्मल तुम ही हो, जीवन में मेरे और कुछ नहीं हो, कन कन मेरा तुम बस तुम ही हो, और कुछ भी आए जगह नहीं हो, मेरे तन मन में मुकम्मल तुम ही हो, बस एक तुम ही हो, बस एक तुम ही हो। प्रभु से प्यार करो। प्रभु से इतना प्यार करो कि सब में प्रभु पाएंगे आप। सबसे प्यार करो, सबको खुश कराओ, अपने आप को खुश कराओ, नाचो गाओ, खुश रहो, आनंद में रहो, प्रभु के साथ जियो।
गुरु जी, इसके लिए कुछ साधना तो करनी पड़ती होगी ना, कुछ नियम साधना?
जूम कॉल, ये जूम
यही
कॉल में
साधना है?
जो भी हम बोल रहे हैं, डेली इससे कुछ सीखो। इस कॉल को जो एक दिन भी मिस करता है, साधना टूट जाती है। ठीक है?
अच्छा गुरु जी।
तो इसको आपको करना है। ये जूम कॉल में हम जो सीख रहे हैं, इसको करना है।
तो गुरु जी, इसमें सबके लिए हमें ही प्रयास करना पड़ता है अच्छे कर्मों के लिए। अच्छा कर्म करेंगे या बुरा करेंगे तो हमें फल मिलेगा, प्रभु के लिए भी हमें प्रयास करना पड़ता है।
अच्छा कर्म मतलब आपने सच मतलब समझा ही नहीं। अच्छा कर्म कौन करता है? मैं कुछ करता ही नहीं हूं। मैं थोड़ी जूम कॉल कर रहा हूं। जूम कॉल कौन कर रहा है?
प्रभु कर रहे हैं गुरु जी।
मैं, प्रभु कर रहा है। तो कर्म किसका है?
प्रभु का है।
हाँ, यही तो सच्चित आनंद है। जब सत्य चित आनंद हो जाता है, तो सच्चित आनंद का मतलब ये है कि मैं क्या हूं, कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या, कुछ भी ना। सत्य के चित्त में रहो। लहर एक हूं मैं प्रभु, आता मैं जाता प्रभु, तू है समुंदर सारा, तुझ में समाता प्रभु, तुझी से मैं आता, कुछ भी ना। मैं क्या हूं प्रभु?
कुछ भी
हरिंदर,
नहीं है
तुम
सर
क्या
हमारे
हो?
साथ।
तुम्हारी कौन सी हैसियत है? तुम क्या हो? तुम,
कुछ भी
अगर
नहीं है गुरु
प्रभु
जी।
ने तुम्हारा प्राण अभी निकाल दिया, तुम क्या क्या बचेगा तुम्हारा?
शरीर बचेगा बस।
शरीर भी नहीं बचेगा, मिट्टी बचाई बन जाएगी।
हाँ गुरु जी।
मौत पे मालूम होता मैं कुछ भी ना, रहती है बस मिट्टी और कुछ ना, आत्मा जो निकल जाती वो है तू ही, रहती है क्या बस, बस है मिट्टी, तुम बिन मिट्टी, मिट्टी भी ना, तुम बिन तो मिट्टी भी होना। प्रभु बिन मिट्टी भी नहीं है। ये है सच्चित आनंद। ये है सच्चित आनंद। क्या है? सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम।
तो गुरु
सत्य
जी,
ये है कि, हाँ,
प्रभु को पाने के लिए नाम जप कर सकते हैं दिन भर? मेरा तो ये उसमें मन ज्यादा लगता है।
रिकोला बॉक्स है देयर, they put in the thing। नाम जप करने के लिए, सॉरी बोलिए।
प्रभु को पाने के लिए नाम जप कर सकते हैं दिन भर? इसमें ज्यादा मन
नाम जप,
लगता है मेरा।
नाम जप कल ही हमने बात किया इसके बारे में। नाम जप करना बुरा नहीं, लेकिन प्रभु कौन है? प्रभु कहाँ है बताइए मुझे।
प्रभु हर जगह है गुरु जी।
प्रभु तो जो दिल धड़क रहा है आपका, वो तो प्रभु ही है।
वो नाम के
आप,
द्वारा भी तो उनको याद कर रहे हैं ना गुरु जी।
हाँ, नहीं, आप कोई प्रभु को एक रूप दे के मैं याद मत कराओ। अगर आप कृष्ण के रूप में प्रभु को याद करेंगे, शिव के रूप में, राम के रूप में, तो आप कभी नहीं मानेंगे कि आपकी पत्नी भी प्रभु है। आप नहीं मान सकते हैं। आपको
अच्छा गुरु जी।
अभी आप मानते हैं आप आपकी पत्नी प्रभु है? अभी मानना मुश्किल है।
नहीं गुरु जी, तो किसी ने कुछ नाम तो लेना पड़ेगा ना गुरु जी, ऐसे कैसे, फिर क्या भगवान का क्या नाम रखेंगे ऐसे गुरु जी?
कुछ भी नाम लो। हरि ओम तत्सत बोलो। हरि ओम तत्सत। हरि ओम तत्सत। हरि ओम तत्सत, ये भी है, हरि का नाम है कि नहीं?
है गुरु जी।
जब नाम लेते हो कोई रूप का दर्शन मत करो।
अच्छा।
नाम लेना है, रूप को छोड़। देखिए ये भी एक साधना है, हर कोई नहीं कर सकता है।
अच्छा।
पहले आपको बुद्धि से समझ में आना चाहिए कि प्रभु एक व्यक्ति नहीं, प्रभु एक शक्ति है। आप ये मानते हैं कि नहीं मानते हैं?
ये तो मानते हैं गुरु जी।
तो इसका इसका ज्यादा इसकी अनुभूति करो, इसका एहसास करो बस। ओके,
अच्छा
ये
गुरु जी।
आगे आगे बढ़ना है बस, इसे आगे और आगे बढ़ते जाओ। गुरप्रीत, शिवा, अश्विन, श्रीधर, बस आशा
नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार।
Sir, I would like to add कि there's a Gurbani by the 10th Guru Nanak. It's called Jap Sahib. You might have heard about it. In that, Guruji has done almost 1100, 1200 salutations to the God in
ओके,
various forms. And in one line he says, just want to add this, that in one line he says that Sada Sachidanand Satram Pranasi.
मीन्स
That in English, the translation says, "Salutation to the Thee, O perpetual embodiment of truth, consciousness, and bliss, destroyer of all the evil thoughts."
यस, सो दैट्स गुड, दैट्स व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट।
Yes, it exactly it's here. Guruji has praised Lord in like 1100, 1200 forms of in words. So it's
सो
one of them, and another one is Dukalam Priyanasi Dyalam Sarupe. Salutation to the thee, O destroyer of hard times, embodiment of mercy. Salutation to thee, O ever present with all, indestructible and glorious Lord.
तो क्या है, ऑल दिस इज मीनिंग द सेम थिंग व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग, राइट? इज इट
Yes,
डिफरेंट?
yes, yes, yes. It exactly corresponds to the one who's liberated and unified with God and is in perpetual consciousness, everlasting, eternal consciousness, and hence he in the truth and
So
attains
can I
bliss.
tell you, just now you told the meaning of Satchidanand. What's the meaning of Satchidanand? Tell me. Just now you read something. What is in your in that shloka you gave the meaning? What's Satchidanand?
So embodiment of truth, consciousness, and bliss.
Ah, it started with Govind. Govind spoke about eliminating the mind.
Yes.
Now you see, when somebody becomes unhappy, anybody becomes unhappy. Why do we become unhappy? Who's
Mind
making
of
us unhappy?
the mind, sir. The
Mind is bringing toxic thought.
true, sir.
Without the mind, there can be no toxic thought.
True, sir.
So we have to be, if one toxic thought comes, we can kick it out, but we become gloomy. What makes us gloomy? What is the root?
Misery, ignorance.
No, the gloom. Who creates the gloom?
Again, the thoughts, sir.
Mind, not the
Mind.
mind.
Yes, sir. Toxic thoughts.
So therefore, Satchit Anand means you need to still the mind, kill the mind. The bliss, the Anand that you're talking, Anand is only possible when we eliminate the mind. Suppose somebody is overthinking. You keep on thinking, overthinking, 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 overthinking. How can you be happy? Can you be happy?
Not possible, sir.
No, why should you overthink? No need to overthink. Think one thought like a cable car. Let one thought come. Let one thought go. Let another thought come. Let another thought go. Why should you continue to become blind because of the mind? The mind will continue to grind you and make chutney of you. For what reason? So this is what is Satchit Anand. Sat Chit Anand, what Govind said, to eliminate the mind and be in consciousness. Then Rumataji said becoming one with God. Now, this is the very tough. This is becoming one with God is after you finish the three P's. After you are in peace, you have given up pleasure, you have attained your purpose, and you're enjoying prasadam, then you are reached that state of Satchidanand Atma. You've reached that state of liberation. Reached that state of eternal happiness. But for that, the journey of Satchidanand must go on. Satchit Anand means keep on AFA, EFE, go from awakened to enlightened, awakened to enlightened. So the journey is not an easy journey. It's a journey where you have to be able to eliminate the mind. The problem is what happens. Let me see, Gurpreet, you've been here how many months?
The two, sir.
I'm asking only one question, and let me see who can answer this question if you can't. What happens when you eliminate the mind?
Peace comes, sir.
How?
So there's no more negative thoughts. Then you are in peace. You are in like bliss.
No, there's one key is missing.
You're on the path towards awakening, sir.
When you eliminate the mind, what is the key that eliminates all suffering?
The absence of negative thoughts, sir.
No, something happens.
Intellect starts working, sir.
Yeah,
Consciousness
but
comes in.
there's one more key when you eliminate the mind. What is that? That is the key to eliminate our miseries.
Maybe I'm missing something, sir.
Yeah. So you must try to catch it. Everybody in the call has the question on your plate. So what is Govind said? You eliminate the mind and be in consciousness.
Yes, sir.
But Satchit Anand needs one more piece of the puzzle. How can you reach Satchit Anand? What is that missing piece? It's part of today's discussion. So think about it. Siva, Ashwin, Sridhar,
Thank you.
Sophia, and Priya. Thank you. Good submission about your guru's path. Yes, Siva.
Shivaham Guruji.
Shivam, Siva.
Guruji, Satchit Ananda is the eighth stage of, in your stage, 8 stages of spiritual awakening. It is the
It's not
last stage.
Satchidanand. No. That is Satchidanand Atma.
Okay.
That means that you're completely established as a Satchidanand soul. That is, we have given that Satchit, the whole focus is on the Atma, not on Satchidanand there. Just for your information. Continue.
Okay. Guruji, there are like the three things. One is the known, unknown, and unknowable.
Okay.
Like, so you cannot describe it and go step by step to the unknowable. You have to just take a leap.
Okay.
So in that leap, the most important part which they tell is like you have to have that intuitive eye. You have to see with the intuitive eyes, not with the physical eye.
Right.
This intuition is what we cannot describe it. It has to be experienced, and once you say it, it is not something which can be known.
My dear Siva, let me explain something to you.
Okay.
See, it's like somebody trying to explain to you how it is to feel, how it is feeling of being in the moon. So can we explain the feeling of being in the moon, or we have to go to the moon to feel it?
You to feel it, you have to go.
Correct.
Yeah.
But before going to the moon, you have to wear a space. We have to wear a space suit. You have to sit in the shuttle. You have to go, right?
Okay.
If you don't do the steps that are needed to experience that, then will we reach?
Okay.
So the first steps are neti neti tattvamasi. You keep on evolving and you keep on growing. Then you reach that state of I am Atma Brahma. Then you get that awakening, that anubhuti of Aham Brahmasmi.
Okay.
But that experience of Aham Brahmasmi cannot be explained in words.
Yeah.
Because the moment you tell somebody you are God, they'll say you're mad.
Exactly.
If you tell somebody you are God, they will tell you are mad. How can I be God? How can you be God? You are mad. But what is the Satyachit? What is the truth? What is the real truth? You're reading scripture. No, the real truth is Aham Brahmasmi is there or it's not there?
I didn't experience the real truth, Guruji, so I cannot speak about it.
But you're understanding or not understanding?
I am just trying to understand, but what I understood is that how to awaken that intuition.
Okay, that's okay.
That
I'm asking you, do you realize that your house, your car does not belong to you? You have to leave it and go.
yes, Guruji.
Your body also you have to leave and go.
Yes, Guruji.
This is called Sat.
Okay.
What this called? This Sat means what?
That you are not the body, mind, and
Sat, Sat means truth.
okay.
Sat means truth. What is the truth? You came first or your body came first?
I came first.
You came first. When you came?
Uh, at this just at the stage of conception.
Correct. The body was formed over 9 months. What are now? When you start living with Chit or consciousness of Sat, this Chit of Sat will give you Ananda. This is what we are saying today.
Okay.
Now, what you're saying, that extreme, that's why I told Rumataji, next week we will talk of the next level called Nirvana. What is the state of Nirvana? What Buddha spoke. Nirvana means that you have crossed all levels. You have become one with the divine. Your Nirvana means you are basically Jivan Mukta.
Yeah.
So that's not today's conversation. We are not talking
Okay.
focusing on that.
I was thinking that you are talking about that eighth stage.
Yeah. So that eighth stage comes when you have graduated, not awakened, fully awakened, but enlightened, fully enlightened. That means you are completely enlightened.
Okay.
then then nothing in this world matters. Of course, mind will keep coming knocking at the door. Mind makes us experience gloom. I'm right using a word, gloom. It makes us like a moron. You know who's a moron? I think a moron is always becoming easy to become unhappy. No, we should not allow. Why should we be unhappy? Even if somebody in our family dies, we should not. I'm not saying you should be dancing, but you don't have to be unhappy. You have to
Okay.
be accept. You have to accept. You have to be peaceful. You have to learn to be in that state of Anand. Always Anand. Always Anand. Done, Shiva?
Guruji, one feedback I want to give.
Yes.
Like you are more concentrating on the higher things rather than the preparation phase or the prerequisites.
Okay.
You will tell us directly you kill the mind, drop the mind.
Uh,
But then before sufficient preparation, you are not focusing, stressing much on the prepare the ground properly.
so that's why we give you Wednesday's beginners session. You come and ask any beginner's question, preparatory questions. Please prepare. Come 8 o'clock tomorrow with
Be-
all preparatory questions.
Because
Everybody
these
will be
all
benefited.
these all the qualities you have to overcome: lust, anger, greed.
Right.
You,
How will you
you speak
overcome?
you speak about enlightenment and you throw some anger tantrum on someone. You react to a situation. There is no point in that.
Correct. So the what in this call we are willing to go step by step. We are willing to guide people step by step. But you should be able to ask the question. So tomorrow is the beginner session. You come and ask me how to overcome anger, how to overcome lust. I'll give the answer to you.
Okay.
We have a beginner session. We have a Sunday session, open session. We are doing a complete. We are giving from toddlers to teenagers. We are teaching everybody, all spiritual aspirants.
Yeah, that is what I feel there is some lack of stress in purification of the mind and
So please be an instrument of that. Come from tomorrow and every day ask some beginners questions. Help everybody.
okay.
Thank you. Ashwin, thank you. Thank you, Shiva. Ashwin, Sridhar, Sophia, Priya, Mohan, Bliko, and Siri. We have got up to Siri. Yes.
Yuam Guruji.
Shiva. Moshe.
I'm not a toddler, but I'm a baby
Yeah.
still crawling. I
No,
hope you
you are
don't
you are
mind my
walking.
question.
You are walking. You are walking. Maybe you're not running, but you're walking.
No, based on what you just described, the three levels,
Yeah.
toddler, teenager, and all that, I'm before toddler. I'm still crawling.
Okay, tell me why you are crawling. What makes you think you're crawling?
Well, your description, the way you describe Satchit Ananda, truth, consciousness, bliss, or joy,
Yeah.
wonderful thing. The way I thought about it, based on Ru Mataji's answer, she was beyond that. So I'm assuming what you're saying is that this is now Satchit Ananda is considered to be the highest state of consciousness
It's
or awareness.
actually it is not the highest, but it is that state of truth consciousness where you start experiencing ananda, you start experiencing the bliss, which means little by little, you will dissolve into complete eternal happiness. It's like Ashwin, suppose you start learning a language. Now you start learning a language. Now you speak a few words of the language. You don't know the language. You speak a few words. I'm sure you must be having a language like that. Then you can manage a sentence. Then you can start communicating. But you've not yet become a master of the language. When you become a master of the language, when you can talk, write, read, then you become a real master of the language. That was what you grow to nirvana. You reach a state of nirvana, highest state.
So, in it, how do we then recognize Satchit Ananda? I've talked to you before in midst of daily life, duty, emotions, and really there's a lot of noise going on. And the only time the noise sort of drops is when you're going into deep sleep. So, how do you recognize during the flow of the day that you reach that Satchit Ananda?
When you are in deep sleep, the mind is asleep. When you are in Satchidananda, the mind is asleep. When you're in Satchidananda, the mind is not telling you, oh, Ashwin, this guy told like this, that person called up, this has to be done, this paperwork is pending, I got to. No. When you're in consciousness, you're doing nothing. And then you say, okay, Ashwin, now what should I do? Oh, okay, let me do this. Let me pick that one. There's a lot of difference between the thoughts pouring like rain and thoughts falling like snowflakes. I'm sure you've experienced gentle snowflakes. When gentle snowflakes fall, Ashwin, you don't get wet. There are snowflakes are on your jacket, but you're okay. But if same thing starts pouring, you're drenched, you're completely wet. So we don't want Satchit Anand is a state where the mind does not bombard you with thoughts. You're in,
Consciousness.
you're the master. You're not yet reached the state of enlightenment, but you're started realizing the meaning of truth, consciousness, bliss.
Actually, that's brilliant because I think 2 or 3 months ago, I did ask you a question similar to this when I said to you that I'm trying to live life with consciousness and that I am sick, but sometimes find it difficult to understand empathy and various other issues. But you just now what you described just solves two questions for me.
And I can already see the change in you. You may be far away, geographically far away from me, right? But I can
Yeah.
see the change. I can see the change. I can see the peace that has started to flow through you. I'm not saying it's 24/7, but I'm saying that I can see that shanti, and I can see that there is more compassion, calmness. So that is what happens when you're able to slowly still the mind, be in consciousness. This is the experience that you're experiencing, but it's taking, like you're saying, it's not that you have completely mastered it, but it's getting there.
The reason I asked this question also today was I was in a meeting today, and I could see that whatever was being discussed, they were not on the right path, depending on what the subject was. But I decided, let them talk. I'll put my two pennies worth if it's relevant, and if it's not, I need to move on.
Because they were in mind state and you were in consciousness. You understood that very well. You were witnessing. What you talk, you were the silent witnesser, and you were observing the toxic behavior of their minds that was so either selfish or meaningless or non-intelligent, whatever you call it. But when you are in consciousness, you are blissful because you're okay. Let them say what they want to say. It's okay. I'm cool. So that's where you reach. Okay, good. 8 minutes to go. Sri, thank you. So Sridhar, Sophia, Priya, Mohan, Bliko, and Siri. We will go only up to Siri. Siri will have the end.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, Satchitananda is my opinion is Sat means existency or being the absolute unchanging the reality, and Chit means consciousness, pure awareness, the knowing the principle, and Anand means bliss, the inherent joy and fulfillment of the true self.
Yeah.
And totally, Sachitananda described the supreme state of pure being, awareness, and bliss. The
Yeah. But what you have picked is from Google. What you have picked is a Google translation. Huh? What you have picked, Sridhar, what you have picked is a Google translation. Google translation
correct, Guruji.
confuses this Sat.
Correct.
Your connection
Sat.
is gone.
Correct, Guruji.
Can you hear
Sat.
me?
Okay.
Okay. Sridhar,
Yes.
No, your connection is not there, Sridhar. Okay,
Yes,
hang on.
Guruji.
So I was telling you, you have just picked up a translation from Google.
Okay.
And Google translation cannot justify the right thing. Satya in one word means truth. Don't say existence, being, all that doesn't explain it.
Truth.
Google will say Satya means existence. What existence? What existence? The word truth is very important. The word truth comes from the word Satya. So don't confuse. But your connection is not good. Tomorrow I'll explain. Now we move on. Sophia, Priya, Mohan, Bliko, and Siri. Sophia?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Thank you,
Bolo.
thank you, thank you. So, Sachidanand, we have to stay in consciousness, in
Yes,
happiness, always in the moment, and live each moment happily. But when we are working, like cooking or office, that time we concentrate on our work, right? And we are
yes,
living in the moment. But
correct.
when we are alone, that time only that wrong thoughts or something comes. So that time we have to do japa or sing or means read or I mean watch good, happy some like happy things
That's
on the
that's up to
TV,
you.
so that
That's
no negative thoughts come. Yeah. So that
uh,
time when we are alone, no, that time only the negative or something comes. So that time I have to be very conscious and live in and smile and be happy always.
Sat
What
Chit
to say?
Anand. Sat Chit Anand means being in truth consciousness. Whether
Yeah.
you're silent, whether you're silent or you're dancing in a disco, that does not matter. You may be dancing in a disco, but if you're dancing in a disco, but you are in truth consciousness, that what are all these jokers dancing, and you're
No,
ah,
we
ah,
are not telling dancing नहीं बात नहीं करती. But when we are working, no, that time we are concentrating on our work, right? That time we don't have any wrong thoughts or anything. But when we are alone, no, that time we either do japa or do good thing. I mean, sing
that's
or watch good things, so that we
Sophia.
stay in consciousness, right? And be
Sophia,
happy always.
what you're
Um,
saying is right. What you're saying is not wrong. But please understand the meaning of Sat Chit Anand is
yeah,
different. The meaning
right.
of Sat Chit Anand means when you're established in the truth, when you are completely established in the truth, when you still the mind and you're living in truth consciousness, that
Yes.
Ananda flows like a river. It just keeps on
Yeah,
flowing
because
like a river.
yeah, we are doing since so many years. So now we are in Sachitanand most of the time.
Good,
But
very
if
good.
something comes, you have to come back. You have to
Yeah.
come back. Yeah.
Yes, come back
In
to
conscious.
consciousness. Thank you. Thank you, Sophia. Priya, Mohan, Bliko, Siri. Priya,
Shivoham,
Shivoham.
you were just inquiring, you said what happens when the mind is
Ah,
eliminated.
what
What
happens?
the individuality disappears. So that's why you're
Well, excellent. What's that called? What's that called?
enlightenment.
No, no, no.
No,
What is that individuality that disappears?
ego.
Correct. See, you are in consciousness. So you are obviously enjoying Satchit Anand. So you gave the right answer. The right answer is when you still the mind, in that state, when you still the mind, seven miseries, fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt will go away. But you will still have anger, hate, revenge, jealousy because your ego is still existent. But when that individuality disappears, then anger, hate, pride, greed, selfishness all disappear. And you become in the state of Satyajit Anand. Good, good, Priya. You gave the answer. Anything else?
No, tomorrow I
Good,
look
good.
forward to the anger thing. I'm wrestling a lot with that. So
Yeah, yeah. Please, you come. You can, along with Siva, you can ask the question tomorrow. Okay, at 8 o'clock. Mohan, thank you. Good answer. Good answer, Priya. Mohan and Bliko.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening,
Yeah. Good
Guruji.
evening. Tell me, Mohan.
To me, Satsang means, to live in eternal bliss as long as, you are alive, on this planet. By living in the present moment, 24/7, 365, till you go to the grave.
Huh.
This is what, my understanding, Guruji.
Of satsang.
No, 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 no. About, living, Satchidanand means, to live in the present moment 24/7, 365 till you go to the grave.
How can you do
That is
that?
my.
If we can do that, then we are completely nirvana. That's the problem.
Yeah, ultimately, we have to reach, at least we should think in that direction, not to reach nirvana level, samadhi level.
Yeah. So the challenge, Mohan, is like this. The challenge is to be established in truth consciousness.
Right.
This will give us
24/7.
this will give us the bliss. Otherwise,
Yes.
what will happen? There will be worry, there will be anger, there will be hate, there will be fear, there will be greed. All these toxic emotions will keep on coming.
Right.
But Satchit Anand will eliminate all these things. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mohan. Bliko. I don't
Yeah.
know. Siri, you're gone? Siri, Siri was there? Bliko and Siri. Let Siri make a comment if she wants to make a comment. Otherwise, Bliko.
Yeah, Shivoham, love
Sure.
you all. Actually, Priya gave the answer. I was going to give enlighten our ego, but it's
Ah,
okay. So the answer is already on the table. We know Satchidanand.
ah.
Satchidanand is actually uh, combined with our purpose. Our purpose is to get enlightened, right? And that is for because of we need to be in Satchidanand. And Satchidanand only possible when you are in the journey and you are in the sadhana. And the sadhana is that you have to, fight with this monster, mind and ego. Ego you cannot eliminate. Mind, is a toxic thought. But ego has to be enlightened. And that ego enlightenment means who am I? If I am not this body, then there is no question because body has all the problems of senses and sansar. When you know this sansar is lila maya, then you will not be affected by badly by them, and then you can be in Satchidanand. And all this small realization will give you glimpse of Satchidanand. And that truth, when we are established, like you said, when we are in established in consciousness, then we will be always in Satchidanand. That is what my answer.
No, very beautiful. So, Mohan, your chance is over tomorrow. Mohan, Abba, quick comment from Abba. Thank you, Bliko. Mohan, tomorrow because time is over. Abba?
Just a very quick thing.
Yeah.
You started your journey with love.
Yes.
And that is why I think it's so easy. I find now that every time anything arises, I just, I feel I have love, and God is love, or Prabhu is love. And I just keep on going back to that. So it is so easy, it becomes easy whenever anything arises. You just go back to that love which is sitting in your heart, and that's it.
But what is that love? That love is also a product of Satchit Anand. I hope
Yes, well,
because
actually, it's love for God, love for
yeah.
Prabhu, and
So that is Satchit.
and
That
yes,
is Satchit.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
and that is what. So I'm just putting it in a short way, and I feel that your journey started with that. I my I s- I feel that if everybody can fall in love with God, it solves so much problem.
Actually, that's the end of it, right? That is the ultimate nirvana. So
Yes.
thank you, Abba. Let me explain it. You have said it something very beautiful to end, but let me explain it. So, my dear friends, today is a Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we are concentrating on eternal happiness through enlightenment. Not the Joker type of eternal, not like just ha ha he hoo hoo. We are talking of very serious topics. We are talking of Ananda, Nirvana, Satchidananda. What is Satchit Ananda? Satyajit Ananda, like Priya, she came from nowhere. She came and she bowled a googly. I think Bliko and Siri were waiting to hit the jackpot, but Bliko and Siri had to Siri put her hand down, and Bliko said, "It's my answer is gone off my." But it's okay. That does not matter. When Govind said you have to still the mind, I said there's one more piece of the puzzle. When we still the mind, the toxic thoughts come to a standstill. But in that state of peace, when there's no mind, we must discover the third P called purpose. And what Abba just now said, Abba said love. What are the three qualities of the soul? What are the three virtues? What are the three emotions? Mantra jeene ka, Shanti, Anand, Pyar. The three beautiful divine emotions are peace, love, and bliss. How can you attain this? You can attain this when you realize, what am I? Who am I? What is mine? What is mine? Nothing. Are we saying we don't understand this? Are we saying we don't understand that right in this moment, if we lose our breath, nothing is ours, not even a pin? Then what are we clinging to the mind and the ego? What are we clinging? Why are we creating so much suffering? He said like that, she said like that, why he did like that, why she did like that. This is all the problem of the mind and the ego. The mind and the ego, me, create misery. So therefore, Siva said, I'm not teaching the basics. This is the very basic, the basic fact. Where is the mind? There is no mind. What is this ego that says I? I am not I. But you have to be in consciousness to understand this truth. And this will lead to what we call Ananda. Satya Chitta Anand. You may call it Satchidanand. You may call it Sadanand. You may call it Paramanand. You may call any Anand. But you have to be able to experience that state of bliss. What is that state of bliss? The highest state is that you are SIP, that you are a manifestation of SIP, that you are none other than God. But how will you reach that level? So, my dear friends, every day, Zoom call is very important. You keep asking me what sadhana I should do, how I should improve. Zoom call, Zoom call. One, come on Zoom every day. Two, ask questions. Three, practice what we speak. Every day we are talking something very, very meaningful. Every day SIP is giving us a new topic. Let us learn, let us evolve, let us grow. With the closing comment that if you want to be in a state of bliss, then eternal happiness is Satyachit. And Satyachit means truth consciousness. It means not running after pleasure, but living with peace, still the mind, awaken the ego, and discover your purpose. Discover that you are A, B, C, D. You are the divine instrument. Accept, do your best, complete surrender. If you can live in Satchidanand with acceptance, with surrender, doing your best as a divine instrument, how can you be unhappy? Why should you be unhappy? Be established in the moment. Be established with SIP consciousness, and you'll always be happy. With folded hands, I bow down to you.